Hey guys, Riley here today. Today we're going to go over an overview of a Pro 700, kind of some of the main menu options to hit, the toolbox settings to hit, how you check your main voltage, how you check your correction, GPS correction source, and also how you check your data management and when you're running out of storage, how you can delete old fields, how you can filter your crop types, how you can export certain types of data into a USB, where you can find your faults, creating an implement. On this one we're gonna glaze over that real quick, and then how we can change our GPS measurements and creating a grower farmer field. So first off, let's kind of overview. This is our main screen in a 50 series combine. I'll go over another one in a bit here, but you can see that this one has been either factory reset or something like that, so it says kilometers per hour up there, and that is a good kind of baseline to change. You can see tons per hectare and stuff like that over here. And you're gonna have the 6 run screens in this page. You're gonna have a little icon area over here as well, and that'll tell you what exactly we're hooked up to, if there's any faults going on. You can see right here that one's grayed out. We click to ignore that. This one right here, unknown GPS status. So whenever they're blinking like that or they're grayed out, you can click on them, and that will give us a updated information about them. Keep you like that as well if you have an active fault and you haven't ignored it yet. So let's go through, and we'll go through the toolbox kind of layout to how to change this kilometers per hour back to miles per hour. So right here we're in the display tab. This is the first tab in the screen. So if you needed to change your backlight, your hours per minute, you know, if daylight savings time now, so we probably would change this back. Ooh, double pressed. That's how you change that. Day night mode, you can change that there as well. Okay, and this is the more important tab for changing that kilometers per hour. So we're going to create a new operator. Just like to put a T in there. And then for units, we're going to put USA. You can already see it. Kilometers per hour, change to miles per hour. You could also change your decimal symbol, your time, your display volume. I like to lower that a little bit always, but you know, everybody has different preferences. Then we're going to go to layout. You know, we have those 6 run screens. If we wanted to configure them, this is where we would do it. We'd go up here, very important right away, we'd hit new, and then, you know, put a whatever operator, you know, name or whatever name you want for your layout. If you're going to have multiple layouts, this is where you'd change them. You can change the run screen name. So if you didn't want it to be run screen 1, say you have all your GPS stuff on run screen 3 or 4 or wherever it is, you want to change the name to GPS, this is where you do it. And to save it, you hit enter, and now it's saved. So if you want to change one of these screens as well, you can click into here and then select the tabs for whatever you're trying to change to. If we wanted to make this a guidance tab, then we put a swath map in here and a variety of different things like that. See if we can find our swath map. Swath map 1x4, that's what I usually do. And then on the bottom I'll put swath recorder. And then swath recorder 1. And then that, you can see it's a 2x1, so it takes up 2 columns, 1 row. And you can see that 1x4 is 1 column, 4 rows. So if you need to fill them in according to that, I always add guidance and gauge at the bottom right down here. See if we can find that. Oops. And that's just a quick little overview. You might want to change it to meet your specific preferences. On the next screen video, if we have any cameras hooked up to our system, this is where we would configure them. And you can also configure your run screens to have your cameras as well. Combine setup, you know, you don't really need to pay a whole lot of attention. This is where your serial number will be, your vehicle name. If you have a UCM3 module, you can configure that in there. And then your speed sensor type, that's probably the most important thing in this combine. Selection menu, we have engine setup, you know, pretty self-explanatory there.